Pero están cruzando la frontera sin papeles, ¿no? Sin documentos. Son ilegales. ¿Qué parte de ilegales no entiende? Ilegal es ilegal.
It was the beginning of a movement. I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream.
Blacks and whites, my hand with one another.
This nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed.
Blacks and whites, my hand with one another. Another we can bust this. Start to move, bust this. Blacks and whites, my hand with one another. Bust this. Yo, bust this. Blacks and whites,
You're listening to Joey A's Jukebox on WDIZ. This is Blacks and Whites. What a song.
on every street corner was a policeman trying to do a job you may never understand. Throwing the pace, so while held at the station, read a few pages of rules and regulations. Litigations that disrupted my cause to believe in unity and justice for all. We're USA DECAY and we're rocking the place. We're rapping to humans, not the color of race. Don't say I'm prejudiced and racist. Now won't you tell me the truth? You must be sick of this trip. Hit the move to people who's proven made up reality, no illusion. The way some things show signs of improvement. Tell the kids, let's begin the movement. How you gonna hang when we bust this? How you gonna trust this when you're denied of your justice? How you gonna hang when we bust this? You can't stop this. Then you turn around and cuss this. How you gonna be when we bust this? When you gonna trust this? Cutting G is robbed the injustice. How you gonna cope, you dumb dope? Get you satisfied about your frown, segregation's in your town. Saying the enemy, I'll still be your friend. And pushing positive promise till the life of my mic ends. So when comes a clear mind, world peace for mankind. I'd like to be here and hope that my kids find. It's not impossible for you to turn it around. Keep on stupid habits like you jagging you down. Come around, do me right. Now how you feel? All this positive influence is shutting the ground. Well, in the side of society, there's a form. I was guilty from the day that I was born. We had nothing to eat but chips of paint. So a genius is something that I ain't. Even so, me and Mom had something in common. Pressures in life and no way to solve them. It wasn't uncommon on the stock of peace. Pay attention and practice what the future speaks. How you gonna hang when we bust this? How you gonna trust this when you're denied of your justice? How you gonna hang when we bust this? You can't stop this. Then you turn around and cuss this. How you gonna be when we bust this? How you gonna trust this? Couldn't be robbed of your justice. How you gonna be when we bust this? How you gonna trust this when you've been denied of your justice? How you gonna hang when we bust this? You can't stop this. Then you turn around and cuss this. How you gonna be when we bust this? How you gonna trust this? Couldn't G is robbed of your justice. How you gonna hang when we bust this? How you gonna trust this? Couldn't be denied of your justice. How you gonna cook me dumb dope? It's a satisfied about your frown, segregation's in your town. Deal with the fact that the world is on whack and be on point and pave a new path. The problem is race, there's no place to hang. I saw my man fall from the sound of a bang. It don't take time for me to change your mind. Put together a beginning, a plan with no crime. If we were blind, we see no color. Blacks and whites might hang with one another. Now blacks and whites might hang with one another. Bust this. Blacks and whites might hang with one another. Bust this. Bust this. Bust this. Blacks and whites might hang with one another. Bust it.
Dizzy D, USA DK. I gotta tell you, when I hear of that song, I think of the American dream. I think of you want equality. Tell us, please, blacks and whites. It's such a universal jam.
I think the last lyric sums it up. If we were blind, we'd see no color. Blacks and whites just might hang with one another. Now move. I can't sum it up any better than that one. But to tell you a little bit about it, back in '91 or so, we followed some guys mistakenly to New York City where some people were going to write some songs for us. And this is the only one that I thought was really good that came out of there. We really didn't like the other ones. Kevy K on this one was really developing as a writer and becoming a pen and paper guy because he already had the what did they call it? They call it flow now. We called it freelancing, making stuff up off your head right away. I couldn't do it at all. I was always pen and paper, but Kevy K was really developing as a writer on this one, and it showed.
Yeah, and freestyling is another word for it. Same word. Again, Blacks and Whites, awesome jam. Thank you. As a kid, it inspired me. I had a lot of friends that were, Latino American, Caucasian American. I had African American friends. I just love that song. Thank you. What do we got up next? Let's see what's about here. We're going to play something for everyone listening. I think we're going to jam out to Goodbye Johnny next.
Goodbye Johnny was a song where a little buddy of mine, Billy Lyden, came over one day and we were rehearsing and he was, I think, pretending to look for someone else, and he called up to us at the window, and long story short, we invited him up, and he wanted to be creative too. He was into the scene as well. He showed us a little keyboard line. We expounded on it, and it turned out to be Goodbye Johnny.
It's a hit song. I love this record, Goodbye Johnny. Let's bring it in for everyone listening. It's superb.
Johnny took a ride, in the ride he bought $250 worth was all he got. He picked up his fake posse, Frankie and Joe. The boys hit the streets with soda 5-0. Now Johnny was kicking to the carnival store, picked up a 25 bag of bottles galore. Johnny was a white down Jackson at night. Stepped out the black car and started to fight. Look out, Johnny! Johnny's my boy. I seen him down the avenue working with hoes. He was pimping for the money, he needed it bad. His daddy was an alkie and his mommy was mad. They paid lots of money to send him to school. He always dropped out, never learned to rule. He had big patience, we gave him the time. I hooked him up the back, my boys taught him to rhyme. Look out, Johnny! Since he's my boy, I don't like it when he's tripping with Roy. Roy is violent, he never learned. Learning those kind of kids always get burned. Johnny needs more. I don't like, he's got a dead mind. Let it suffice, let time do the talking. But Johnny's late, he just needs that time. So make that space, look out, Johnny. I see Johnny on the train. He's going inbound, think he's going insane. A lot of dirty things will make this man so short can't understand. He wanted to create a better life. He's on the wrong side. He's gotta think twice. He needs some more rhyming. He's gotta go correct with that young boy. It's no respect. Goodbye, Johnny.
Izzy D of USA DK, I gotta tell you, that's my favorite song on the project. Goodbye Johnny has always been such a banger from the day I heard it 25 plus years ago, and I know you digitally remastered it in 2018. I want to stress, earlier I made a mistake. I said something about 2000, but yeah, you remastered it in 2018. But I remember driving in my car along Wollaston Boulevard, Quincy, Massachusetts, and the CD was playing, and that song came on, and it hit me. This is my favorite song. Please tell us about Goodbye Johnny. I feel like we all have a Johnny in our life, a friend. Please tell us about it.
We kind of wrote that about one person, and everyone has that one friend who has a good heart and kind of went down a road. And this is our story of a make-pretend guy who did that. But it wasn't so make-pretend because we did know plenty of people that went down that road. And to answer the question, is it a true story like you did before? But I'd say no, but yes, 102 true stories. And we were each supposed to take two verses in that. Myself, the first two, Kevin, the second two, and Billy Lydon was there when we were about to go in and throw the lyrics down in studio. We were packing up to go, and we said, why don't you come along? And then when he got there, he said, why don't you take the first verse? You helped with the keyboard line or whatever. And he nailed it. And we were very, very happy with how he sounded on the first verse. So we kept it, and we kind of beefed up all the verses later on, and I thought it came out pretty decent.
Yes, all of the MCs sounded super awesome, but please tell us the drums, the guitars, the synthesizers. That music has some heavy, deep production. It sounds like $1 million record.
I hope it's not overproduced, but
no, it's a hit. It's a banger.
The funny thing is, it's the old drum machine. The 707 never sounded so good on Lookout Johnny or Goodbye Johnny.
Goodbye Johnny.
I think because it's spaced out so well, and it's just a basic 2/4, where other beats are too complex maybe and filled up.
I heard it in my Pathfinder and my CD player on the way here. I love it. Okay, I'm glad I heard it again now on the spin.
This beat was kind of spaced out, so there was room to breathe in there, I think, and it really accentuated everybody's verses where they could be heard pretty well.
Okay, there's been this awesome hot record you have, and a lot of my pals call me. 2 weeks ago, I got a call about Mad Transit. Do you still have Mad Transit on file, that song?
Lindsay, ask Lindsay.
If she can pull it up, Mad Transit is the joint.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, that's it.
It's all about working on the orange line.
Yes.
It was written by Robert Peters, who used to drive the orange line.
The Third Rail Crew.
There's some real police transmissions on this song.
Yes, it's very authentic. Yes, it is. This is about my fourth time hearing this. Yes, it's awesome.
Started upstairs when combatant pulled out a knife, the other one pulled out a gun, and the chase ensued down the tracks.
With a motor crew on the orange line, fast punk rockers with a down pat rhyme. Bust it out, dope boots all the time. 600 volts, we rock these rails. Move through the beat, you'll hear my tales. Tales in time on the orange line. North Hampton, Dudley, and Stein. A time of drugs, a time of crime. A time when no one would drop a dime. We rode in fear, cause it came with knives. Drinking beer, obscenities would insult your ear. Up above the streets, you can see the slums. Prostitutes, punks, and drunken bums. We were at the end of society, where the poor and the pride was supposed to be.
Be advised, they are carrying weapons. Be advised, they are carrying weapons, guns or knives.
And the people came by, and we took them for a ride, up and down the line. Then the sky turned gray. Did your horoscope say it's gonna be your day? Someone jumped in the pit under the train. She must have been insane. Service went sour when they shut down the power. The people were enraged. Mad transit, mad transit. There's a bad man on the train. Mad transit, mad transit. There's a mad man on that bus. Mad transit. man if I got over there. Who you gonna call? What you gonna do? What's the big deal? 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 The terror train came on Friday night. The kids would ride and they loved to fight. They didn't care what was wrong, what was right. You could paint a motion picture and it's easy. Soul doors on the elevator rails. These are the tales of men and mice. Jumpers on the move, human sacrifice on the orange line. We took and over to boldly go back and forth, up and down, up and down, up and down. The tracks like combat rock. Just don't stop, it's gonna drive you nuts. And it sure takes guts to face this town night after night, fight after fight. We've been in spots that were really tight, but we came through with a motor crew on the orange line, rocking to the beat throughout time.
Alright, let's get the third rail power cut off. Very dangerous situation down here. That's forward, taking the pole, get the police en route. Alright, we got a third group showing up. Third group of kids, 15 to 20. They're all wearing Los Angeles Kings hats. Let's get some help down here. Let's go get even uglier down here. Let's get some help in here. Can we get the portable seats down here, please?
Thank you, crowd. You're listening to WDIZ Radio 187 on the AM dial. Again, we transmit on 27.385 megahertz. This is Joey A signing off with Dizzy D of USA DECAY. What a blast it's been. Hold on. We should go to the end.